Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Let's Play of Europa Universalis for Ante Bellum Francia for victory. Where we're going to be playing as Francia. Now, I am playing a bigger nation because I'm playing a mod that I haven't actually played in a while. And there's so many nations that I want to get into that I thought the one nation I haven't actually played in this mod. Like, I've played Bulgaria, Byzantium, the Nizads, Persia. I've played loads of these in my free time, quite a few patches ago now. But I thought, why not play one of the main countries in the mod? Why not try? Yeah, they are a powerful one. I'm not saying they're not. But my goal is for this campaign is to just retake the Carolingian Empire. Other than that, I don't really have any plans. CK3 should be out by the time this video's will be out by the time this video's up. And CK3 coverage will probably begin in the coming days, or you know, we'll see. I don't know what. I ain't got anything planned just yet, but we will be playing, like I said, for Francia for based a little bit, and we're here. So I have looked at this start because I did look to see if this was the start I wanted to do, because I wanted to make sure I was going to enjoy. Because this campaign is literally more for fun than any challenge. Let's put you all on defensive for now. So I know that we start off with a crisis, the Frankish succession crisis. So basically, the only way to stop it is to have a regency council, which means getting my leader killed, which I should be pretty good at. So let's get Lothair III Caroling in an army, and we'll probably try and shit on someone. So claims-wise, we have no claims currently, which doesn't mind me. Let's have a look at our... Ooh, someone messaged me on Facebook. Sorry, ignore that. I'm planning a D&D session, so I'm paying a lot of attention to my Facebook. So the missions we've got the Empire's downfall, which we just need to complete the Frankish succession crisis, expand the navy, typical one, reconquer Calais, again, a very simple one, one that we need to take from the Anglo-English, which we will probably attempt to do. We will attempt to do. We're waiting a little bit at the moment. And then we've got the Imperial Capital. All provinces in the Lower Rhineland area owned by Francia or its non-tributary subjects. Secure the electors. At least 4 electors currently backing us to become emperor. We are currently the emperor, but people don't want us to be. Is there a way of... Ooh... Damn, I can't grant my subjects power. That's fine. And then the last mission is discover North America, which is pretty simple. Now, whether or not I'm going to be paying attention to this one, I don't know yet, but we'll see. So we're going to go for a free speed. Let's just get straight into it. I don't think there's any... Oh, wait, no, rivals. England. Basically, we're just going to rival whoever rival does. Andalusia is stronger than us, apparently. Yeah, they have 35. Okay, we can have loads more men. Can our economy support these armies or not? Okay, the Frankish succession crisis. I never got this far in to see this because I didn't actually play any turns, but... Frankish succession crisis. The Frankish realm is in dire straits, with the economy in tatters and the nobles squabbling amongst themselves. The Carolingian dynasty has set upon the Frankish throne since the reign of Pepin the Short, ushering in a safe and secure society for the new empire for a time. Though met with numerous cries before, many handled worse than anticipated, there is little doubt that the coming storm may prove to be the most catastrophic in Francia's long and well-documented history. The troubles began with the Andalusian crusade, led by the Frankish emperor himself in an effort to liberate the Christians under Umayyad oppression. Sadly, despite making strong gains in the first few months, both he and his sole male heir met their end in the brutal Battle of Valencia. Much of the royal treasury had been put into funding this campaign, and many men were called off to war despite its nearing harvest season. Thus, when the tattered remains of the once proud royal retinue entered the gates of Paris, it was clear that all the Frankish people had been banking on was lost. Lothair, the late emperor's estranged uncle, may not have been popular with the subjects, but as the last male Carolingian, his claim was the strongest. This cruel new king of the Franks has done little more than embezzle the money owed to his barons, inflict cruel and unusual punishments upon his enemies, and engage in utterly reprehensible acts of debauchery which have accrued further debt. His ignorance to the suffering of his own subjects and refusal to intervene in the economy have finally found the final nail needed to strike into Lothair's coffin. His notable lack of any legitimate heir. Despite his many concubines in each of the royal residences, little evidence actually exists of Lothair having children, let alone male ones. Thus, fearing that the aging monarch's lack of issue might spur a succession war the likes that hasn't been seen since the Ottoman era, the nobles have pressured Lothair with two options: to step down and enter self-imposed exile with a royal allowance, or face open rebellion. The Estate General will not decide my fate. We are currently in crisis, which is really not good. That is something we should do. We should marry all of our Lombardy. We will ally you for now, mate. So first things first, yeah, marrying all of my vassals makes the most sense. Just make sure we do that. And I do apologize if you can hear kids. People are finally back to school, the annoying little shits. Octane. Okay. Oh. Frankish succession crisis. Emperor Lothair was propped up on the imperial throne in the aftermath of the bloody Battle of Valencia by the nobility. However, the Frankish courtiers hoped that he would prove a pliable and easily corruptible puppet king have been dashed. Lothair is cruel and greedy, though he has proven himself utterly uncooperative and poses a serious risk to the position of the Frankish realms within Europe. The excessive and arbitrary attitude of Lothair have proven to be the last piece of kindling on his funeral pyre. The aristocrats of Francia have taken up arms against their liege, claiming to be united under the banner of avenging the criminal mismanagement of the empire's dwindling finances, most of which have been lost in the wake of Andalusian crusades post-war economic crash. It appears the Carolingian dynasty's days are numbered. First things first, can I... Okay, I can't afford my any extra thing, but... Okay, pull back to there for now. I have a 2-star leader in Lothair, so he should be able to kill that army. Yeah, that battle should be fine for us. Once we kill this guy, all we have to do is wait for that one. We have spare manpower, so it's not really an issue. And we have vassals who are still loyal to us, so... Let's change all of you guys to supportive. Of course, Lombard. Army deserters... Fuck you, I guess. I don't really have a choice. We are losing shit tons of money as well. Right. So we have a much better leader in terms of fire, but not shock, which is unfortunate. In search of revenue. The devastation caused by the Darasus Crusade in Andalusia has seen Francia fall into a deep depression, with the realm's coffers empty and thousands of men who would have otherwise worked the fields, never returning from the war. Tax revenue has dropped to a mere trickle of what it once was. It doesn't help that, in order to appease the nobles, taxes were eased to compassionate levels for their unfathomable losses. It is clear now that such a decision failed to do anything but give the barons carte blanche to pay as little tax as possible, and Francia as a whole suffers for the greed. The threat of famine now seems all too real without men working the fields or the income to import food from abroad. Some of the more daring courtiers suggested that taxes be increased once again in order to help rebuild the kingdom's economy and countryside, but nobody will be too keen about seeing the sheriffs making the rounds once more. The contributions are appreciated. That's right, give me those extra men. Beautiful, beautiful bastards. Let's go fuck them up in Toulouse. Okay, we're 1 stability back up. Fewer rebel armies than 1, lower unrest than 1. Currently we're at +8. How the fuck? Oh, right. No, it means in provinces. Turn off forts quickly. Somehow we're gonna make this money. I don't think seizing land from the people right now is gonna help me much. Even though the low crown land should have been the first thing I fucking did, I didn't do it, which has basically meant that I'm losing tax. Okay, they're two small armies. That's not a problem. That's okay. Okay, enemies at home. With the ongoing chaos bringing Francia to its knees, it was perhaps inevitable that many of the downtrodden and frankly malcontent peasantry would see the rebelling barons as a sign that the paradigms were soon to shift in their favour. Whether to garner support from who they believe to be the future rulers of France, or just to spite the system, reports have come in from sheriffs and magnates that sizable groups of serfs have been proclaiming opposition towards their rightful liege. While disobedient commoners is bad enough, matters have been made worse by the word that droves of young men have entered the service of rebel forces, evidently trying to bring about the empire's downfall. Little can be done as the state's resources and manpower are diverted elsewhere, leaving a number of villages almost entirely lacking in able-bodied men of fighting age. The days ahead look grim for Francia, for the people are losing faith. With a lack of revenue coming into the state due to both failing economy and the ongoing crisis, even much of the royal treasury has been pawned off to try and cover some of the costs. The disaster has proven to be a dismal affair for the learned men of Francia, especially those in the universities and administration. Having been unpaid for months on end, the literate have resorted to emigrating to other countries of the Holy Roman Empire in search of new, hopefully wealthy employers. Even much of the royal court has started to work out, as only the most important advisors have been given any sort of financial compensation over the past year. The matter at hand is dire, for little can be done when few funds would be better redirected to maintain the levies at maximum capacity. Some have opted to stay in court, with the fleeting hope that they might make a convincing enough case to have incomes restored. A necessary sacrifice if we're to win. So I'm assuming that's these ones. Okay. There we go, we got a manpower. Straight into combat, please. I'm gonna grab those. Okay, return of the Hussites. In the wake of the Hussite Wars, Rudolf II Hohenstaufen was installed as the Bohemian king. Victors of the Hussite Wars seek to adopt recapitalization measures and bring the Czech people back into the true faith. Despite numerous attempts to settle the conflict, the peace between the Hussites and the Catholics had broken down. Jiří Poděbrad, leader of the Hussite faction, captured Prague and killed the rightful king of Bohemia. The traitor with no legitimacy proclaimed himself the king and is now seeking to secure religious freedom for the followers of Huss. Adoption of a heretic faith is a serious outlaw and treachery, threatening to weaken the destabilize the empire. Archbishop electors are demanding that we take action and place Bohemia under an imperial ban, revoking their seat at the electoral college and causing them to be thrown into political isolation. What should we do? Issue the imperial ban. Oh, come on. No, I'm going to say there's no way these fucking rebels are kicking my ass. But apparently they are. And apparently they're staying alive doing so. Okay. Oh, fucking seriously? Yeah, allow friendly armies to attach to there. Pull up. Okay. So we've still got a 36,000 man rebellion coming. Unless I can fix my stability. I'm going to put all of my points into admin. Times of need. The dynasty of our noble emperor, Carolingian, is certainly a powerful one. Though Lothair III, they rule our Though Lothair III may rule our nation, and will do so for many years to come, however, even the great are sometimes in need of help. Thankfully, the Carolingian family has tied strong bonds to other great powers, such as the de Rohan house, led by no other than Edouard V, Duke of Gascony. His gracious wife, Jeanne, is a daughter of our own royal house, and an invaluable contact. Perhaps we will seek... Oh, shit, this is literally just me asking for shit. Can I have admin? Yeah, the negative stability is the biggest issue we're suffering. If I'm able to get it positive again, we should be fine. It's going to take a while. A helping hand. Nice one. Okay, first things first, I'm going to start giving these guys some stuff. Oversight by the clergy. Right of council. Free enterprise. That should help them grow quicker to be happy with me. The nobility are going to be the only ones who's going to be pissed off with me for long. However, doing this, we should be fine. Lothair accuses the barons. Oof. That's not good. That's the opposite of good. These people do not like me enough as it is. We'll deal with that. The Emperor committed an absolute faux pas today in front of the court and his subjects. Angered by the result of recent events, Lothair has accused his vassals of plotting against him and supporting the rebels who are attempting to overthrow the last Carolingian. Many of the barons left the council without saying a word, which in turn only strengthened Lothair's conviction that he is right about their treachery. That gives 3 of them the ability to hate me. I will lose the prestige for now because that is the smart thing to do, or the safe thing to do. Yeah, paying for my armies being rebuilt is a pain. Right, if we slowly improve relations, we should be able to fix this issue that these idiots have caused. I'm going to placate you. I'm going to placate you as well. Try and get you guys closer to... If it's only one vassal, that's an issue. I can survive it. If it's multiple, we'll have an issue. Yeah, we cannot afford any of these guys. We are currently making money again. We will be until this 36k erupts, which probably erupts soon. Yeah. Enemies abroad. Lotharingia, that failed state, held together by vile traitors and Hohenstaufen nepotism, has decided to take advantage of her inconvenient disposition to launch a series of raids against the Frankish border towns, looting and burning as they go. While the Emperor would have launched an immediate and righteously brutal response in fairer winds, the tempest Francia is swept up in refuses to die down. As much as the people may lose confidence at Francia's inability to react to hostile intent, they ought to realize that, in these trying times, battles must be chosen. This humiliation will not be forgotten, that much is assured. If the increasing number of totally desolate villages is anything to go by, the Lotharingians know their day of reckoning will come. No matter how quickly the succession crisis is resolved, the time for retribution will not come soon enough for those treacherous curs. Crap. Devastation and Reims. I can. Okay, there is friendly forts. Okay, so it's going to go down quickly. Yeah, fuck inflation. Just spare no shit. Okay, so that's dropped this to 30k. That's dropped it to 10k. That's how you do it. All we need to do now is get our stability up by 1 more, and we're golden. How much does it cost to go up by 1 more? 100. Okay. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to... I could strengthen the throne, but that really wouldn't help me at the moment. This guy is an infertile, babbling buffoon who's malevolent. Like, this guy is not the leader we deserve. He's simply the leader we got. But... I'd say we're currently maintaining good position. We're gaining really, like, basically no manpower a month. But we are gaining money currently, which is all we need. With these guys have been pushed down to 10k, and the Catalonians been pushed down to 8, any rebellion isn't going to be an issue. and we need to get stability to at least 1. We need to have an heir and unrest lower than 1. The having an heir part is going to be the hard part, but there should be an event that'll... given the way this is working, I'm assuming there'll be an event that'll pop up to help me. Once the nobility are happy, and I've got stability up again, I think we'll be good to actually provoke this rebellion and put it down, full stop. But I'm actually really enjoying this Ante Bellum so far. It's been a while since I've played, and I like the position Francia in. I thought Francia was going to be in a much okay. Okay, an ignoble concession. The Andalusian Crusade was, in its build-up, a highly popular matter among the commoners and nobles of Francia alike. Many contributions were donated to the coffers of the crusading army, including extensive loans from a number of eminent barons within the realm. The barons were promised reimbursement in the form of a tribute, which would be offered to them in the annual payments by the Andalusian Caliphate. In the event of the Crusader victory, unfortunately, the massacre of the Emperor and much of the nobility at Valencia and the attrition suffered by the survivors saw a crushing defeat for the Catholics, which spiraled Francia into crippling debt. Now one of the barons who'd promised the old sovereign a loan for the crusade has demanded that he be compensated immediately as many of his men fail to return to his lands, and his lands are falling on hard times. It would certainly be a great boon to keep the barons on his side. With Francia's coffers are sorely depleted, the case is clear. Cave to a subordinate's demand, embarrassing the crown in the process, or face open rebellion, sowing the seeds of further trouble. I could go into 1 loan, I guess. The problem is I need the nobility on side with that -1. I can't believe I'm doing this. You know what? Let's go to 40. I'm going to say the debt is forfeit, as are the traitor's lands. I'm going to kind of fuck myself on this one. Yeah, the state may be disloyal, but that's okay. Because his men are dead, so it doesn't matter. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to have to end this first part here. If you guys have enjoyed, if you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and join the Discord. All will be down below. If you guys did want to tell me anything, tell me some stuff, you know, give me some comments, all that shit down below. I don't know. I'm not good at this outro shit. So I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys then.